Good evening, friends, and welcome to yet another session of Candid Meena. Yesterday, we had very interesting sessions back to back with Rajagopalanji and Shekhar Ayarji. They spoke about various political topics in particular, as well as topics related to the Mahadev app scam. Where is Dawood Ibrahim, and all those factors which connect to Bollywood in particular. So those two sessions are very interesting, and I would highly recommend you guys to watch those sessions. It is very informative, and a lot of interesting possible situations in the future has been predicted in those two sessions. So welcome Pradnya, welcome Deepika. So Pradnya says, क्या आपने नोटिस किया पूरे दिवाली टाइम पे क्रिकेट है, लोग त्योहार मनाने के बजाय टीवी के सामने है. So Pradnya, all this cricket and all is very diversionary tactics used by the likes of Bollywood, because that's the reason why Bollywood is supporting cricket and also the IPL, because they know that if the public is mesmerized by cricket all the time, then they don't have the time to ask or question Bollywood if they're fully engrossed in cricket. And as all of you know, that cricket stars and Bollywood go hand in hand. We have discussed this.
Also,
Yeah.
yeah. Also, I noticed that, see, not like last time, Diwali was much quieter. And it's only when you spoke about this, Pradnya, that I realized that, yes, this is the reason why Diwali was quieter, because people were sitting at home and watching cricket.
Yes.
Welcome, Nandini.
Namaste, Nandini
Shubh
ji.
Diwali. Yes, to
Diwali
you
to
as
you.
well.
Yeah, so friends, also with regards to the SSR case, Anuj Keshwani, who was related, who was arrested 3 years back, he has got bail. So we'll be discussing that also very much in detail. So all these people like Riya Chakravarti, Shovik, all these people, got bail, and unfortunately, nothing positive seems to be moving in the direction of the SSR case, except for the fact that the PIL was filed, against Aditya Thackeray by, all the citizens court, right? And out of that, no news from the CBI, no news from the SIT, of Maharashtra, right? The SIT team who was said to have investigated the Disha Salian case. Are they? Who is the SIT team? First of all, that is the number one question. Then, if so, if the team has been formed, what is the status of the Disha Salian case, right? David Fadnavis has to update us as to what is happening there. Then you have the Nitesh and Narayan Rane coming, and saying that Aditya Thackeray will escape, the country after Diwali, right? And nothing has happened, right? So all this, nothing concrete seems to be coming out from the BJP people, right? If the Ranes claim that they have the USB pen drive which has proof of the Disha Salin case, whatever content is there in that pen drive, then he should come forth and say where is the pen drive? Has he already handed it over to the SIT team or the CBI, right? So these are some questions which they're not answering. No mainstream media channel is taking this up or following this up, including Republic TV, because we know that a lot of these production houses, have filed cases against all these mainstream media channels, and even Republic TV. If you remember that, Bollywood has some cases against Republic TV. So. Maybe this is all holding or stopping or restricting Arnab Goswami from going very hard against Bollywood, or in fact pursuing the SSR case very strongly. So welcome Nandini. Most of the celebrities will suffer from breathing now, and they will fall in love with nature, trees, and animals, and they will give the gyan on how to celebrate Diwali by
At the
not bursting.
moment, yeah,
Yeah.
at the moment Diwali is over, they'll eat mutton and chicken and pork. So let's wait for that as well.
Yeah.
Now, in a very proud moment for India, I want to show you the image. Yeah, India, in a very proud moment for India, Bharat's indigenously developed Tejas aircraft stole the spotlight at the Dubai Air Show, showcasing its exceptional performance, capabilities, prowess, and cutting-edge features. So our, aircrafts were, one of the really, we are something, we have something to be proud of because our aircraft has made quite an impact at the Dubai Air Show. So moving on to the next piece of news. Nana Patekar, who's known to be very so outright and rather forceful, it seems has slapped his fan. And he may face a huge fine, jail time if the victim presses charges. Nana may face a hefty fine and even jail time if the fan he slapped at Varanasi files charges against him. On Wednesday, a viral video surfaced showing actor Nana Patekar smacking a fan in the head during a film shoot. The fan was apparently seeking a selfie with the actor in the middle of the shoot, angered Nana and he hit the fan. While the actor is facing criticism for his impulsive reaction online, his struggles may not exactly be over. In the past, actors have faced legal trouble for attacking fans. A similar case involving Govinda from 2008 is a stark reminder of that. A viral video shows Nana slapping a fan on the back of his head while he was trying to take a selfie with the star. The incident reportedly took place in Varanasi, where the National Award winning actor is shooting an upcoming film. The video, which has been shared widely on social media, has seen Nana being criticized and trolled for what many have called arrogant and abusive behavior. Some, however, have defended the actor as well, saying that he did overreact, but the fan was interrupting a shoot, which was bound to irritate him. In 2008, Govinda landed in hot soup when he slapped a fan named Santosh Bhateshwar on the sets of his film Mani Hai To Ani Hai in Mumbai's Filmistan studio. Santosh filed a complaint against the actor in February 2009 and appealed to the Bombay High Court later, saying that the police was not acting on his complaint. While the High Court quashed the appeal, Santosh moved to the Supreme Court. In 2017, the Supreme Court ruled in Santosh's favor, instructing Govinda to tender an unconditional apology to Santosh and pay him rupees 5 lakh in compensation. So something that all these actors have to realize is that without fans, they are nothing. Okay, and they are the ones who ask for attention. They are the ones like all this Malaika and this Kareena Kapoor and all these actresses. They phone the paparazzi the moment they're ready to step out their doors and go to gym or even for vegetable shopping, which is what Riya does, Riya Chakrabarti does. So, or going to the airport. So these are things that they themselves call, to their door. And when the moment someone is irritating, then you slap them. So this is not fair. I wouldn't say, whether it is encroaching into his, area of say, but I would say it's terribly insulting for the fan.
Yeah. Welcome Savitri, welcome Rudra, welcome Ree, happy Diwali to you. But it is okay to burst crackers for other things, but what that will improve oxygen level. All these Sanatan festivals will get unwanted gyan from hypocrites. Yes,
Yes,
absolutely, Nandini. Seems Mahesh, okay, are you talking about Mahesh Bhatt?
yes, please don't mind.
Because Mahesh Bhatt underwent heart surgery during January this year. So he had some say that he had an angioplasty. So yeah, uh, yeah, wow, proud moment for India. Yes,
Yes,
Nandini,
absolutely.
indeed.
Yeah, thank
So,
you.
friends, if you do like our content, make sure to hit that like button and share this video with as many people as possible because we bring you facts which are not usually reported or not at all reported. In fact, by the mainstream media, and from here, we summarize each and everything which is happening in Bollywood as well as other political topics. Tiger Tree is flop, yes. Now why didn't have as much as PR budget to keep floating positive articles, or did not have enough money to pay all these so-called trade analysts or YouTubers to say it is crossing 500 crores or 1,000 crores, like the way
I
Jawan
think,
or
yeah,
yeah.
I think you think he lacks the SRK magic wand, where all the PR get into full swing.
Yes, and So you can see that even in spite of SRK's cameo appearance as Patan in his film Tiger 3 has flopped. So what does that say? If Patan was a huge hit, then why Patan's presence didn't make Tiger 3 a hit? Good morning, Sherry. Aishwat.
That's it.
Yeah, justice for SSR and Disha. Yes.
Nice
Yeah,
to see you sharing. Yes.
same here.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, so coming to the next piece of news, friends, and it is with regards to SSR in particular. And unfortunately, the news is Anuj Keshwani, who was arrested 3 years ago for allegedly supplying drugs to Sushant Singh Rajput, was granted bail by the Bombay High Court. He was arrested by the NCB on charges of drug peddling. It was alleged that SSR was supplied drugs by those close to him, like Riya Chakravarti, which led to widespread crackdown. Overall, 36 people were arrested, including Riyaz, Shavik, and Anuj, as all of you know. And then they were, of course, let out on bail. According to reports, he had moved to High Court on September 8 this year after the special NDPS court rejected his plea. So the NDPS court rejected his bail, and then he moved to the Bombay High Court. Even the NCB opposed his bail plea, contending that he was found in possession of a commercial quantity of drugs, and therefore, in view of rigors contained in Section 37 of the NDPS Act, the accused cannot be granted bail. Besides, the agency pointed out that the proceedings had been initiated against Anuj under the Smugglers and Foreign Exchange Manipulators Forfeiture of Property Act 1976. However, a single judge bench of Justice Makarand Karnik granted him bail primarily in view of the Supreme Court order of December 16, 2022, by which the court had granted bail to Jitendra Jain, another accused in the case against whom equally serious charges are leveled by the NCB. Karnik also added the applicant is in custody for more than 3 years. The conclusion of the trial will take a long time and ordered Anuj to be released on furnishing a personal bond of 1 lakh rupees and one or two sureties for the same amount. So, this is quite disappointing that the Bombay High Court just grants him bail, right?
Yeah.
And while the NDPS court, rejected his bail plea, and I mean, what does that say? Uh, at this point of time, we have to be patient and see how, miraculously, I do hope that things do happen in the favor of SSR, because we are all praying, and something will happen before Lok Sabha election next year. Sorry. Yes. So, is it a rumor or fact? Subrata Roy. Yes, over to you.
Yeah. So they say Subrata Roy, founder of Sahara Group, dies at 75 after a prolonged illness. So it is apparently true, Savitri, that
Yes.
he
Yeah, it is
has
true
passed
that
away.
he has passed away today.
Yeah. In a statement, the Sahara Group said Sahara Shri, an international inspirational leader and visionary, passed away on 14th November 2023 at 10:30 due to cardiorespiratory arrest following an extended battle with complications arising from metastatic malignancy, hypertension, and diabetes. He was admitted to Kokila Ben Dhirubhai Ambani Hospital and Medical Research Institute on 12th, following a decline in health. So that is true, very much true, Savitri. And it's sad. I mean, he's not, been able to enjoy the rest of his life. So yeah, back to you, Jeff.
Yeah. So, coming to the next piece of news, and director Atlee has become famous due to SRK, and this is according to SRK fans that this director became famous after he made Jawan, and now apparently the latest strategy is Director Atlee shared how SRK wanted Jawan to work for both of them, and the director said, you are coming from a place of success. Many like you who have been king in their place have come here and failed. That shouldn't happen. It's not about money, but name. If you fail, I will fail with you. He then asked to call Vijay on the phone. Shah Rukh wanted to tell Vijay about Jawan. Atlee also revealed a promise SRK made to Vijay. I called Vijay and told him SRK wants to speak to him. He was like, why? And SRK told Vijay that he would make sure that there was no issue for me because of the film, and that I would become the biggest director in the country. So Vijay, was a constant support to Atlee during the shoot of Jawan, revealed the director. He told me to finish it properly and be patient. He constantly remained support. Now there's a huge chance that Atlee will bring together Vijay and SRK for the next film now or the next project. So director Atlee, then you have Tamil star Vijay. Which means to say SRK is latching on to the South
Yeah,
Indian film industry for his survival,
yeah,
right?
super actors, yes.
If the so-called Pathan was a huge hit, why is he banking on South Indian film stars?
Yeah, why can't you go solo?
Yeah,
Yes.
like Nayantara, right? And this guy Vijay.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
you can see how they fool the audience into saying that Pathan has crossed 1,000 crore, Jawan has crossed 1,000 crores. So this is all the false perception which has been created by the PR teams of all these people like SRK.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Now, the
Uh,
latest from Deepika Padukone is that Deepika finally breaks the silence after facing a massive backlash over a Coffee with Karan and episode, and says not afraid to owning up to my mistakes, and reacts to the nepotism debate too. So, after her controversial appearance on Coffee with Karan, she finally reacts to massive criticism. In the chat show, she, that we saw a few days back, Deepika and Ranveer were there on the new edition. And this became the talk for all the wrong reasons. The actress was subjected to incessant trolling and backlash after she spoke after seeing about seeing other guys too while being in a relationship with her now husband. The couple celebrates their fifth anniversary after being secretly engaged for 3 years. The duo tied the knot at Lake Como, Italy, on November 14th in the presence of their families and close friends. Years after getting married, the couple took their fans by surprise when they appeared together on KWK 8 only to discuss their life, love, and relationship in depth. However, things turned bad when she was on the receiving end for speaking her mind. She recently turned cover girl for a reputed magazine featuring a detailed interview about her personal and professional life. During the same, she was asked about managing criticism she faces on social media. Setting the record straight, she said she'll never shy away from expressing herself, adding that she's not afraid to own up for her mistakes. And she revealed in book that she just doesn't know any other way of being. When I feel very strongly or passionately about something, I don't think twice about expressing myself. I've grown to become a person where I'm not afraid of speaking the truth or owning up my mistakes. I'm not afraid of saying sorry, and I'm okay to be the only person in the room who has a different point of view. In the same interview, she was asked about the never ending nepotism debate. She asserted that it has been and will exist in the industry. Citing herself as an example, Deepika said that if when you're an outsider 15 or 20 years ago, there's no other option for them. She adds that it's an uphill task for any individual trying to make a mark in a field or profession that their parents don't come from. The fact that the people have started to articulate things like nepotism is a new trend. It existed now and it will continue to exist for the and then of course then she was also you remember she also when the both were sitting together you could sense a sort of they don't seem to be as fond of each other as a couple in love would seem like. And he was quite he seems rather disillusioned when he was looking at her, and whatever acts of fondness, it was all for the, I think, for the just for the audience. So this was a interview that fell flat on its face. So yes, back to you, Jay.
Yeah. So, coming to the next piece of news, friends, and it is very interesting that Kareena Kapoor Kareena Kapoor has revealed that she does not want to be included in the rat race, and she has opined on the stiff competition in Bollywood. And during her interview, she stated that today's industry is very competitive, and she mentioned that she was not inclined towards making even the slightest change in herself, and the industry has to accept her the way she is. Especially the actors have to keep saying something or the other. I can't. I just cut off. Otherwise, I wouldn't have lasted this long. I would have just wilted in this competition, the pressure, the comparison of this look and that look now, so on and so forth. I had to look young, so and so is doing this or that brand, or it's a global face. I can't. I'm done. And so she is also said she wouldn't have lasted had she begun her career now. She also stated how she is not keen on making high profile friends and being spotted at parties often now. So from this, you can see how important these parties are for their career growth, and also the fact that the right friends. But the very important thing is she's not an outsider, and she's a nepotistic product, and we all know that's a very reason why she was given all these opportunities back in the early 2000s, right, and late 90s, where she began her career. Now we all know that no outsider, in Bollywood would survive if they don't listen to, what the Bollywood has to say, and that's what happened to the likes of, Divya Bharti, SSR, and everyone, Jia Khan as well. Yes,
Yeah. Yeah, and in a very strange piece of news from the Malayalam film industry, actor Dr. Priya, she dies of a heart attack while being 8 months pregnant, and the newborn was taken to the ICU. It's very strange that such a young girl who was pregnant, suffers cardiac arrest and dies. The actress was 8 months pregnant, and her newborn baby is currently in the NICU. And actor Kishore Satya informed fans of the sad news. Priya was popular as a Malayalam TV actress who was mostly known for her role in Karutha Muthu. She was a doctor by profession and took a break from acting after she tied the knot. As per reports, she was doing her MD and was working in Trivandrum's PRS hospital. Now, actor Kishore Satya shared the news on Instagram and wrote, as per the report, one more unexpected death in the Malayalam TV sector. Dr. Priya died of cardiac arrest yesterday. She was 8 months pregnant. The baby is in the ICU. There were no other health issues. The Malayalam film actor further wrote that Dr. Priya's mother was inconsolable and that her husband's pain cannot be written in words. The mother was crying, unable to accept the death of her only daughter. The pain of her husband, Nana, is a loving partner with Priya without going anywhere for 6 months. Last night, while going to the hospital, the sight of the saddest reigned in my mind. Kishore Satya further questioned God in his long note and referred to another death from the Malayalam industry, Ranjisha Menon, who was recently found dead in her flat. The 35-year-old actor was found hanging dead in her flat. Now, the note said, what will you say to comfort them? Now, here, what is very surprising, friends, is that there has been a string of deaths in the Malayalam film industry. And you know that it's also an industry where people are afraid to send their children into the industry because of drugs. And there are, and I also noticed that many of them are new Malayalam films that come out and which have actors who are, allegedly caught in the drug web. So, which means the cabal is giving more chances to people who are, influenced by drugs. Yeah, back to you, Jerry.
yeah. So,
Just to give
friends,
your comments as well, if you can.
yeah, I would like to add some comments. Is that how come these young actors and actresses in any film industry is dying, out of heart attack,
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
they are said to go into depression and hang themselves. So why is this happening only in the film industry, right? So there is this problem in the film industry which is quite apparent, because you have since the past few 3-4 years, you have had a continuous case every 1 or 2 months, right? And there's something seriously wrong. And as
Yeah,
all of us know,
yeah.
in all the film industries, and why is this not being, investigated upon by the concerned ministers, right, in the
So it
BJP
is
government?
yeah, it's the same story, Jerry. If you look at it, everybody is in hand in glove. See, you look at people. The politician is with the Bollywood actor, and the Bollywood actor is with the mafia, and the mafia is with the police. So it's all they're all hand in glove. You know. Welcome, Shilpa
And
and
also
Jerry.
the mainstream media is shut. They don't ask
Yeah.
the questions.
Yeah. So moving on to the next piece of news, you will be a part of the Tihar Club. Sukesh Chandrasekhar sends another letter bomb, alleging Arvind Kejriwal is mastermind behind the extortion in Delhi jails. Sukesh said, "Look at yourself. Three of your main associates are in jail for looting public money and corruption. Anytime soon, you will be a part of the Tihar Club. You are the main mastermind." Now, scamster Sukesh Chandrasekhar has written another letter from the jail, this time alleging that the money which was being extorted from jail was allegedly planned by Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, according to a report in India Today. It's notable that the CBI has requested permission from Vinay Kumar Saxena, the Lieutenant General Governor of Delhi, to file a case against former Minister Satyendra Jain, alleging that he and his prison officials extorted crores of rupees from high profile prisoners, including Sukesh. The CBI says that Jain had extorted and received 10 crores from Sukesh in various transactions during 2018-21 as protection money. Now, Sukesh has sent out a new letter in response to Arvind Kejriwal's claim that CBI should file a formal complaint and conduct a thorough inquiry. The letter stated, firstly, Kejriwal ji, if you do not have any association, please welcome this development of CBI. Investigation, instead of blaming games and talking about my integrity, have the guts to have a one-on-one narco test with me as suggested before. He declared that the courts would decide whether he is the biggest conman or thug in the nation or not. And the Delhi chief minister has no right to make such claims. He pointed out, look at yourself first. Three of your main associates are in jail for looting public money and corruption. Anytime soon, you'll be a part of the Tihar Club. You're the main mastermind. The conman alleged to have all the documentation necessary to back up his accusations against the ARP Supremo in the letter. Don't worry, there's enough evidence to name you and get you and your associates convicted. According to Sukesh, the Delhi chief minister and his associates have been sending threats and offers in an attempt to intimidate him into silence. He further accused that he was also offered a Rajya Sabha seat by Arvind Kejriwal. Sukesh is incarcerated at the Tihar jail in Delhi in relation to an extortion case for rupees 200 crores. Following his imprisonment in the extortion case of the previous year, Sukesh sent a number of missives criticizing Arvind Kejriwal and his party. One of his numerous letters asserted that he had given protection money to the minister Satyendra Jain, who was sentenced to prison for 10 crores, and then to the Aam Aadmi Party for another 60 crores. Arvind Kejriwal, however, has denied these accusations and argued that the con artist adhered to the BJP instructions and that the ruling party should pick him up as its national president. So, who is the bigger scamster? Is it Arvind Kejriwal or is it Sukesh? Is the question.
Yes. So you can see how BJP is systematically going behind, Aam Aadmi Party. They're also going, against Congress in the form of Mahadev app scam, as we know, against CM Bhupesh Baghel. So they're systematically, going against all these political parties. But the most important thing is why, SSR case and Disha Saryan case are not being investigated. And this is, it's quite obvious that both political party are involved in this, in the case, as we all know. Otherwise, even the Ranis, pointing out, Aditya Thackeray, is going to escape and all those things. But there's no concrete, sort of statement backed by, any other BJP person in Maharashtra, be it, Eknath Shinde or Devendra Fadnavis. So why are they not backing Rane's statements, right? So that is the question which you have to ask yourself, as and that you will understand why the silence, in spite of having this new government, which has three political parties right now, right? So you have Ajit Pawar also in the fold with Fadnavis and Eknath Shinde. Yes.
So I was, just seeing one of the snippets from, KBC, where Amitabh Bachchan, his show on Crorepati, you know. So there again, you'll notice that, see, whenever his son has no movies, and he's down in the dumps, he decides to surprise his father on the show, Kaun Banega Crorepati. Now, in this also show, he says there's a surprise. And what's the surprise? Son comes to the studio, and that's a surprise for us. Now this guy is getting fossilized. We really aren't surprised anymore by his presence. But then his presence does make sure that he has absolutely no movies, nor does his wife Aishwarya have any movies. And it's during these times that they latch on to their father for some luck, or rather attention, PR attention. So it's pathetic to see him saying that, see, he's showing snippets of Amitabh Bachchan's life, on his birthday, and then both of them getting all teary-eyed. So it's the same old drama that they show, just like Sasbi Kabhi Bahu Thi, on KBC now. And as you know, even the Amitabh Bachchan power has gone, and there's absolutely nothing to hold this family up anymore. Yeah, back to you,
Yeah.
guys.
So, Abhishek Bachchan always had the pressure of being the son of Amitabh Bachchan, right?
Yes.
And, that's where, he tried his best to, act in all the films he was given. And he acted, opposite people like Hrithik Roshan. He acted in some films opposite Aishwarya Rai, and none of the films, he could make a mark, and he was given these opportunities just because he was the son of Amitabh Bachchan, or else, if you look at his acting capabilities, he wouldn't have been chosen if he was an outsider, right? And all these opportunities were given to him in a platter by his father. And now, since he has not had any films or any small roles in these OTT serials, also, he has to remain in the news to be significant when Aishwarya Rai is being given roles by Mani Ratnam, right, in PS2 and all those films. So this is the way he comes in, the Count Banega Karolpati of his father's show, and that's how he's trying to stay relevant. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So
We take some.
just yeah.
Yeah.
So then we have Gayatri says, "Good evening, ma'am. Recently, I saw him sitting in Bageshwar
Okay.
Sarkar venue, sitting like a
Interesting.
yes, yes." And Vinny says, "Abhishek's acting is so, but he doesn't have any good roles except Happy New Year. He always sounds cringe while he talks." Yes, Bollywood is based on Venom. So I just wanted to end this session on a small note. Friends, where we stay, in the corner, there's a shop, which provides you with all sorts of things. Even if you want a small coffee, the man used to provide you with coffee. And this man is a Muslim who is basically a good Indian. He never, tried to show himself as, religion-wise, that he's a Muslim. Never. He used to love everybody, and he had the shop ever since we made our house in that area. And he was, has always been a source of not only help for us, but also, a friend. And apparently, a few days back, he had a stroke and he passed away at the age of 54. And I don't know, see, there's so much of a sense of sadness for this shopkeeper who was absolutely, we would say faceless, because people love to go to him, but actually, no, I don't know how many people will remember him. But I want to pay a tribute to this a wonderful man who has always been with us, whenever, at times of need, and also the fact that, see, he's just like a good old friend. And it's been now 3 4 days since he passed away, but the sense of sadness remains. And he is someone like, I would say, the scientist Kalam, who never differentiated between people. If people were good, he liked them. If people were bad, he would avoid them. So it was that attitude that made him so, lovable for others. And as a family, we miss this man. And somehow I wanted to, pay tribute to him and end this session to say that, see, all that you need, to bring people together is love, nothing else. The more you show your love, you have love for others and care for others, the world becomes a very, very pleasant place, and you'll always be remembered and cherished. On this note, we end this session. Thank you, friends, and see you tomorrow with a lot more news. Good night and Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.